Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to my Facebook page and or my YouTube channel. If you're watching this live, please let me know where you're watching from and let me know that you're out there. It usually takes about 20-30 seconds for me to see the comments. If you're watching this in the archive on Facebook, thank you. Thanks for sharing, resharing. If you're watching this from my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe so that when I post a new one, you'll get a message from that. So yes, let me know where you're watching from if you want, or just give me a little wave. Let me know you're out there. There are three people in particular that I want to make sure are with me tonight. Mary Beth, Desiree, and Lisa. So hey, Mary Beth, good, you're here. Because Mary Beth, Desiree, and Lisa all have posted a picture of an animal in the event page. Yay, Desiree. And then I'm going to be doing a reading towards the end. So we'll probably be about 45 to 50 minutes. Mary Beth, we're going to be working with Hercules, Desiree, Delilah, or Mommy Cat. And then Lisa, Liberty Bell / Libby. So let me know when you're here. So here's what we're going to talk about. In a moment, I'm going to set an intention for us. And this intention is a beautiful, all-encompassing intention. And the fact that we're doing this collectively, whether we're here now or in the future, so to speak, that on the timeline parameter, the intention will be powerful for you. Just going to let you know what's happening or been happening in my life, especially in and around animals. I have a really cool story about my walk around the lake this morning. It's out there, if you will, even for me. So I bring in the logical Mitch and talk a little bit about that, but also what I experienced was really cool. And then the lesson today, we're going to do a little EFT tapping on ourselves and then tap for some animals. So yay, Lisa's here as well. So all of my three are here. So and your babies. I think. Hey Norm. I think all three of the animals are still alive. Hey Barbara. If not, I'll look back over what you sent me. But if you didn't say whether they're alive or not, you can let me know by posting that. So yeah, we'll do a little tapping on ourselves to clear our energy first, and then we'll do a little tapping for our animals. And I'll talk about how we're going to do it. It's kind of a surrogate tapping, or like borrowing benefits is what they call it. But yeah, so really, really cool. Hey, Trish. Trish is my horse girl. We are both from Winter Haven, Florida. And Trish, I know you saw, I don't know if you watched the whole commercial, but if you Google on YouTube, pizza ship commercial, pizza ship, it's like piece of shit, pizza ship. It's a funny commercial. So yes, okay, Lisa, Libby had passed. I think I knew that one, so yes. And somebody else said, hey Joan, how are you? Glad you're here. So got a good crowd. So yeah, so gonna go over and do an intention for everybody watching in just a moment. I'm gonna talk about what's been happening. I got herons, I got slugs crossing my path, talking to me. We're going to do a little EFT tapping ourselves, EFT tapping for our animals, and then I'm going to read three animals today. Hercules, oh my gosh, Hercules and then Delilah. Do y'all know each other, Mary Beth and Desiree? That is so funny. And then Liberty Bell. That's so funny. I'm just realized that, because is Delilah the one who cut Hercules' hair? No, that was a different one. I think. Wait a minute. Somebody who's really some biblical scholar who's in their head, because I'm not in my head right now. Yes, Trish, that was kind of crazy. So, but yeah, Mary Beth and Desiree, do these cats know each other? I think they're both cats. That's funny. Anyway, so oh my gosh, that is too funny. So was Delilah the one who cut Hercules' hair? Is that what it was in the Bible? Somebody's got to tell me if I'm wrong on that, because that's just freaking me out if we got a cat named Hercules and a cat named Delilah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. That is too funny. And I just realized it as I said it, because I wrote the names down so I could remember looking down. But I'll go back into the Facebook post when I do that. So, all right, everybody. So let's do Samson and Delilah. Okay, that's what it was. But Samson was, okay, Hercules. Hercules is not in the Bible. That's Greek mythology, right? But it was Samson. I knew it was a strong man. I knew it was a strong man whose hair was cut. But it is funny. So anyway, all right, let's do the intention setting for everybody watching this, whether you're live or in the replay. So I want you to just, as carefully as you can, take some deep breaths. And you can agree with all of it, part of it, or none of it. And the intention is this, that we would receive healing, guidance, confirmation, grounding, centering, balance, peace, harmony, alignment, joy, abundance, love, great care, compassion, health, wellness, safety, courage, and encouragement. I set the intention that we all would resonate, operate, and vibrate in the highest frequency of that divine source, that pure white light, love, God, goddess energy that we can. And I call in any and all of your and my and our animals, angels and guides, and those we work with on the other side, whether we know who they are or not, into this session, into this time together, as long as they stay in high vibration and play nice. All of this for our highest good and greatest growth, I say, and so it is, and so it is. So, so yeah, and so, you know what's funny is I'm literally sitting and going, that is a perfect example of how the energy works. Because in my mind, I'm seeing like strong, powerful man, and I'm seeing woman cut hair. And because Hercules was a big, strong, guy. But Samson was the one with the long hair, but Delilah was the one who defeated him. So it's like I'm seeing the energy of strong masculine man. That's what I'm seeing. And the name escapes me. Because a lot of times when I work, logical things like numbers, like names and stuff like that really escape me. It's like I have to go into the left side of my brain and pull it out and come back over because I'm working in my right side, especially when I'm really in the moment with clients and stuff. But yeah, usually if I pull out a name and number and stuff like that, Spirit's giving it to me versus me trying to dig it up or find it or recall it. So I did put a picture in here just in case somebody doesn't know. But this is a blue heron. This beautiful bird, there are a lot of them here in Central Florida. I will say that. And so I'm walking around my lake pretty much every Wednesday and Wednesday and Sunday morning. I walk our lake, Lake Orlando. It's about 4 miles. So that's my exercise on those days. Monday and Friday, I do body step class, which I teach. Tuesday and Thursdays, I take a body flow class, which is yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi. So I'm working 6 days a week, working out. Saturday's my day of rest. So I'm walking around the lake, and I look up, and there were two just flying, and they landed, and I'm walking, trying to watch the road, and they landed. I can hear them squawking, and I look up, and I don't know if they were trying to get it on or just protect the branch. I almost ran into a bush as I was looking up. And so I thought, oh, there's some animal totems, these beautiful blue herons. And so then I thought, well, I wonder if, and I'm looking them up because I forgot to do that. And then I started walking a little bit more. I literally take 10 more steps and I look over on the little river kind of thing that runs underneath the highway. There's another one. And then for the rest of the day, I saw probably 5 little white herons. So it was just such a beautiful thing. And I wanted to bring that into the message tonight. So the heron symbol, I don't know if it's heron or heron. It's a matter of perspective. If one way doesn't work, then another will. So heron can symbol you looking deeper into aspects of your life. In doing so, it will bring out an innate wisdom and show you how to become more self-reliant. Additionally, like the black jaguar, the heron meaning asks you to ground yourself regularly. This bird teaches that grounding yourself in earth and your spiritual beliefs will help you discover emotional insights more clearly and quickly, which I think is funny because I almost bounced off a tree as I was looking up at them. But all day today, I felt a little, I'm going to take the heron down. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for your guidance. I felt a little off. I felt it's probably the cooler weather, maybe the barometer dropping, but I could have just stayed in bed, pulled the covers over my head. I would use the word a little blue. I wouldn't use the word sad or depression. Just blue. And for me, someone, if you've ever dealt with depression and you've been through it, you have great tools. If you had great teachers and counselors. And for me, I just go, all right, I feel this emotion. I'm going to honor this emotion. It's not the one I would choose at this moment, but it's there for a reason and it's part of me. And I don't want to push it aside because it's part of me, just like I wouldn't cut off my finger just because it looks funny today. So I just honor it. And, I work through it. I realize it's not going to last a long time. If it does, then I'll start doing other things to check it out. But it could have been, food I ate, or it could have been, I slept pretty good last night, or it could just be the weather. So I just take some breaths and hang in there. So on my walk around the lake, hey, Sue, this is a really cool moment for me. I'm walking around the lake, and if you've ever been walking and all of a sudden, it's not like you're looking down for something, but, oh, by the way, I found 2 dimes at one point. And I looked down and I said, there's a dime. And as I went to pick it up, there was another one wedged down between the cracks of the thing. I thought, all right, money, come to Papa. I invite that beautiful, beautiful abundance in. 3 days of clouds, yuck, maybe that's it. Yeah, it could be. Although I do enjoy this cooler weather and I love water. But yeah, if you're used to sunshine, it definitely could be. So as I was walking and I looked down, and there was about a 3-inch thin black slug, which I've seen them before because it looked more like a snail outside of its shell, and it had tiny little things up there. Hey, Sarah. And hey, Suzanne. And and I often, I did the little step over so I didn't step on him. And I just telepathically connected. I said, hey, slug, how are you? What's going on? And it was very talkative. And I was like, okay, and I communicate to animals. But I still am a logical, reasoned person. So whenever I have this real cool dialogue where I feel like I'm just walking and talking to a friend, it still catches me off guard. But this was a very, very communicative slug. And, I was like, okay, what are you doing there? And I felt that he wanted to offer me a gift. And I thought, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. What is the gift? And it was the gift of sight or insight, or like how like a snake can sense the environment with its tongue. Dolphins, I think, use like radar, sonar. It was like that. And I said, are you kidding me? Of course, this is all in my head. I said, are you kidding me? Of course I'll accept that gift. Now, the human in me kind of goes, what the fuck was that about, But the intuitive psychic in me goes, this is cool. And I said, so, I'm having this conversation. I've already passed him. So I'm like, what can this do for me? Well, you can see around the corner. You can connect, and I think it had to do more with animals. Because then I said, well, can you show me something? The moment I said that, I immediately saw a baby bird in a nest. And I kept thinking, am I going to see a baby bird in a nest? I did not. And I'm an evidential kind of person. I was not brought up in the evidential spiritualist mediumship place, but I always look for that evidence. Hey, Gwen. And then I said, okay, well, is there something else? And then I just saw the picture of a woodpecker. And I've seen woodpeckers around the house. But the funny thing is on the drive home, Fabian goes, oh, here's one of our birds from our country. And it's a woodpecker. I've never seen it. It almost like had a feather boa for its head. So I thought, okay, there's a woodpecker. Spider did not come across my path, but he showed me spider. But then here was a cool one. Gift of seeing Starbucks. Suzanne, I've already got that one. Before we had all the internet on our phone and everything, I'll never forget being in St. Petersburg or Sarasota, and I'm driving through town, and I'm early for a photo shoot or something. And I said, I know there's a Starbucks here. I can feel it. And I literally went left, went right, went left, and there it was. So I can find my Starbucks without GPS. So I'm walking, and all of a sudden I said, slug, thank you for that. I'm opening up to anything else out there. And I live on a lake, so there's a lot of little canals and ponds. And all of a sudden I felt this energy of an adolescent alligator, like only like a 4 or 5 foot one, not a big one. And I was like, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, hey, gator, how are you? All right. He's like, oh, you can hear me? And I'm like, of course I can. He's like, he was getting excited. If I could see him, I swear he'd have been jumping up and down. And he's like, well, where are you? I said, well, I walk around this, this is all in my head. I walk around this lake about every, twice a week, 4 night times apart. I'm giving them the day, the night, so they understand time frame, which is a whole nother lesson about animals. Because I don't believe they understand time like on the watch, but they certainly understand daylight, and they certainly can understand when the light is brightest, meaning like right at noon. So that's how I communicate time. So I was like, well, I'll come around here. And he's like, where do you live? I said, I live on the north side, the other side of the lake. And I was like, but don't come visit me because people won't understand that. They're afraid of you because of, we humans have encroached on your life and stuff like that. So it was this really cool connection. I said, I'll be back, in 4 days. And I am like, if there's a gator, like in the area where I was, and it was a very specific area where the golf course, which is kind of defunct now, has a canal that comes up by where I walk by. If he's there, I'm going to be telling you all about it. But it was just such this cool conversation. And yeah, Trish, it was totally me being in the moment. Trish, gator energy, I see what you're saying, yeah. Oh my God, I just forgot. Fabian delivered a plate today. We literally have been going back and forth since this morning till tonight. He delivered a plate to a woman, and it was the gator plate for the University of Florida. I just realized that when I saw your gator symbol. Oh my gosh, now I am freaking out. So it is full circle. It is full circle. I didn't see the baby bird in the nest. I didn't see the spider. So those are the two things, because that's what'll happen. I'll flip through and I'll pull up the heron as the totem of the day, and then all day long I see it, or I'll see it in pictures, or someone will say, look what I took a picture of, and there's a heron in the corner. So yeah, so it was really kind of cool. So you guys, if you have any animal moments, let me know, especially when you feel the impression of one, or one really crosses your path in a strong way. Look up, and I'll type it in there, look up www.spirit-animals.com. Great place to go look up messages and meanings. I have one deck here, which is the Spirit Animal Oracle from Call Out Bear and Read, but I should be getting my Arc Tarot and Oracle deck soon. And when I do, I'm going to use that deck because there's 100 cards, 100 animals, and some of the animals are mythological. I'm going to use that for this session, like to bring a message every day with Spirit every time we meet on Sunday nights. So, yeah. So, yeah, let me know if you've had any moments. I'm going to take a sip of water, then I'm going to start with our lesson. And tell me what your moment might have been. I'd love to hear. So, and in just a moment, we're going to move into the EFT tapping. We're going to tap on ourselves first, and then we're going to tap on one animal in your life. So, Barbara, you had a snake with his head out of the water staring at me, and had one standing tall watching me walk away. Had to turn around to see him. Oh my gosh, I love it. Watching you walk away. Beautiful. And Barbara, I don't know if you love snakes or not. I do, and I'm not afraid of them. If they're poisonous, I'm extremely cautious and make sure. Joan, in warmer weather, I have butterflies around me all the time. Beautiful. And there's their transformation. Suzanne, snakes cross my front door too close to my tethered dogs. You had to kill it. Okay. And I tell you, there are, okay, Barbara, she said she's terrified. And I understand that. And I'll tell you, when there was a snake in our backyard a couple years ago, I literally said, all right, snake, listen, I got small dogs. You're a small snake. You're not a poisonous snake, but I don't need my dogs or my cats eating you or killing you or doing anything like that. I said, so I'm going to ask you to leave. And I sent the image of the snake leaving the house and not coming back, leaving the yard. And I literally watched it squirm its way right out. If you ever, because of fear of animals or fear of them hurting your animals or something like that, just try to get rid of them with your telepathy and get them out of there. But if not, honor their spirit, honor their soul, honor what you're feeling as you have to take care of business, because, that's just some of the things you have to do. Vicky Noah said hawks. Yes, we got lots of hawks in Florida, and they are true messengers. A raven crossed your path this week. Meaning, so Google that. Go to the spirit-animals.com and Google that and look that up. Let me see if I can do it. I'm going to take just another moment here. So Raven, let me see if Raven is here. But yeah, we're gonna move into the Raven is here. We're gonna move into the EFT tapping for ourselves in just a moment. Raven, you are the master of synchronicity. You know in your heart that all doors are wide open. All you have to do is move through them. From Raven, I love it. Beautiful meaning. I hope that resonates with you. So if you have both your hands free, that's going to be great. If not, like you're holding the phone or something like that, we're going to do some tapping. And let me tell you the points we're going to tap on. If you don't get them right, it's okay. But we're going to tap right here at the inside of the brow where the brow starts. 2 fingers. We're going to tap on the side of the eye, below the eye, on the bony part, right below the lip, above the lip, below the nose, below the lip, right above the chin. You find the collarbone come down just a little bit, and then that soft spot right here, if you're an energy worker, you know about it, but use a bunch of fingers here so you hit the right spot. And then underneath the armpit, this is the image right here. See this image? This is the image last week that Facebook decided to capture on me. It was hysterical. So that's what you see. Like right where the bra strap is, and I just tap with the back, kind of with my knuckles. If you reach around, you can tap with all fingers. And then right at the top of your head. And this is EFT, Emotional Freedom Tapping. You're tapping on acupressure points. So acupuncture uses these meridian lines. Acupressure uses them. And we're just tapping on them. And we're going to be saying some things just to kind of clear our energy. If you have some specific things going on with you that you want to work on, you can choose those words. I can't coach everybody. At the same time, you can always book a mindfulness session and we can work on that. Not a psychic session, but a mindfulness one. 30-minute session. I think it's $40. But at mitchellosborn.com. And I usually start with mindfulness and then work into some of the other modalities. Now we have coyotes to watch for them. Heard one growl. Oh, twice at you. Quick, got the dogs in. Yeah. So, all right. So let's just tap to clear our energy. So, I forgot the karate chop point. So this is why you need both hands full, both hands free. So just tap right here on the karate chop point, and you can even do it like this. As you tap right there, just say whatever's going on in your life. You can say some things, just repeat the words after me. So all this stuff going on in my life, whatever it may be, use your own words. Whether it's feeling down, whether it's feeling agitated, whatever it is, I completely love and accept myself. Got all this stuff going on in my life, all this craziness, still in Mercury retrograde, crazy energy, weird stuff at work, weird stuff in a relationship. Choose your own words. But here, I completely love and accept myself. One more time. All this stuff going on in my life. You can say your own words. But then repeat, but I completely love and 100% accept myself. And then right here at the inside of the brow, got so much stuff going on in my life. Choose your own words, your own adjectives as you feel. So it's craziness, feel a little down, feel a little blue. Those are mine. Got all this stuff going on today. And I've had stuff like this go on before. All this stuff going on in my life. Had things like this go on before. And look at me. I've made it through. I'm stronger. I'm better. All this stuff going on. But I can definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel. I have my moments of feeling good, and they last much longer than the other feelings that I don't want. I can see myself as this true energetic being of God, of spirit. Feeling good. Feeling great, accepting myself 100%. Underneath the bra, right at the bra strap, loving myself completely 100%. Releasing any discomfort, letting go of anything that's not serving me for my highest good, my greatest growth. Top of the head, feeling wonderful, amazing, light, liberated. feeling like I'm in true harmony and alignment with myself. And so it is. And so it is. And just take a couple deep breaths. Hey, Marie, it's good to see you. Yes, you made it to one. Made it to one. We'll be chatting again soon. So, a lot of times we feel a lot lighter. We might feel a little buzz when we do that. We might feel just, like our head might be spinning just a little bit because you just tapped on some really serious points. So let me know if something you felt happened. Oh, the one thing I forgot to do. Typically, before you tap, on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being awful, 0 or 1 being not bad at all. Just, how you feel. Because then after you tap, usually the numbers drop, quite a bit. Sometimes it takes a couple rounds. So let me know how you're doing. Yeah, I know, Norm. Imagine if you had a bra strap on. That's all you got to do. Where the tank top line would cut. So below the armpit is what it is, maybe about an inch. It's a tender spot, so you usually know right where it is. So you guys, let me know if you felt anything from that, or if you have any questions about that before we kind of tap for our animals. And here's what I want you to do. If you got an animal and you've got an issue going on with them, type like 1 or 2 or 3 keywords like missing, like, arthritis or stiff, 2 animals not getting along. Just write keywords because I'll use them, for the tapping. Because again, I'm doing a general tapping because we're going to tap for our animals. Yeah, Chris, we do feel lightheaded. It's like getting a massage. If you've ever got it from that massage table, I usually have to hold on because I'm like, oh, okay, I can feel it. Digestion. So that's for the animals, right, Barbara? So I'm going to write some of these keywords down. So digestion will be one thing we'll tap for. Stiffness, got it. Some keywords for any of your animals that you share a house with. Use litter box. And Mary Beth, if this is about Hercules, when we get there, I'll work on that one a little more in depth. I'll talk about that one as a psychic medium, as we're starting to tap right now. So if anybody else posts, because it takes a few seconds, eyesight. All right, so splits on ice. I don't understand what that is. Splits on ice. Suzanne, help me know what that means about an animal. Splits on ice. Does that mean that they aren't strong enough to hold themselves up and their legs split? That's the only thing I can think of. So yeah, go ahead and type in there if you have a better understanding, because I'm not sure what that means. So getting along, I'm going to use the getting along rather than the word not, lose. Thank you. It's mainly for Anaya, another one of the cats. Okay, but I'll still definitely talk about it. Because I'll tell you what you can do to visualize. Inflammation. Okay, good. All right, that's good. So, okay, Suzanne. So I'm going to use the word stability, or strength and stability. They might need some good shoes. So all right. So what we're going to do is we tapped on ourselves first to kind of clear our energy, because we don't want to start connecting with our animals if our energy is kind of crappy. Marie, internal. And that's for an animal. So we don't want to start tapping on our animals if our energy is kind of crappy. So we want to make sure our energy feels good. In animal communication classes, I often teach, if you're on a trip and you just missed your flight and you're in a bad mood, don't think of or connect with your animal, because they're going to feel that energy. You want to connect with them when you've got the Mai Tai in your hand and you are chilled out, sitting on the beach, relaxing and feeling good. So they can feel that. It's literally like if you've ever been home and the significant other in your house come busting through the door, screaming, yelling, complaining about life and stuff like that, you're like, no, I don't want that energy. Stop on the way home and get rid of that energy before you come in. So that can be, what it's like for those poor animals with your energy coming flying in. So let me tap on this so I can get to those 3 readings, and we still have enough time. So I'm going to tap with a lot of words, whatever words you choose. You choose. So you're going to have to ignore some of mine unless they resonate with you. So tap on the karate chop area, right on the side. You can do fingers or just side of the hand. So I'm dealing with my animal that's got some strength and stability issues, digestion, stiffness. They won't use the litter box. Their eyesight is failing. These animals are just not getting along. There's inflammation and there's internal stuff going on. But I completely love and accept these beautiful little babies in my life. I'm dealing with these animals with strength, stability, digestion problems, stiffness, not using the litter box, eyesight issues getting worse. They're just not getting along. There's inflammation and there's internal stuff going on. But I completely love and accept these beautiful, beautiful beings in my life. All right, tap with me. Right here in the center of the eye. Oh, this strength and stability issue just is so frustrating because I'm so scared. There's just this stiffness, this stiffness going on. And there's a digestion, inflammation, internal stuff that's just bugging me. I'm having to clean up mess. It's just so frustrating. They won't use the litter box. And they're not getting along. These animals just are not getting along. It's so frustrating. I'm afraid to leave them alone. I don't know what to do. They're getting older. The eyesight's getting worse. Other thing like stiffness is coming in. So I'm dealing with these animals that have strength, stability, digestion, stiffness issues, not using litter box. Eyesight's getting worse. Use your own words. They're not getting along. There's inflammation. There's internal stuff. But I love, love, love these beautiful beings. I'm so appreciative for the time they've been in my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, underneath the bra strap. I'll continue to take care of them, feed them, help them along their path as long as they choose to be in my life. And on top of the head, I absolutely love and adore them, and I appreciate the energy that they've given to me, the lessons, the healing, and the love that they've brought into my life. And so it is. And so it is. I am so buzzing. It's like buzzing all down my right side. Whew. Ooh. So you guys can do that for your animals, for your specific issues. I'm not going to talk about it today, but you can tap on your animals in the same place. The biggest thing is if they walk away, let them go. The tapping, if they're not appreciating it, don't tap on them. Like Bart, I can tap top of his head, side of his eye. Doesn't like underneath the nose. Just not good he doesn't like it. Underneath the chin he likes. The chest he doesn't, but Sebastian loves that. And I haven't done under the armpit. You can kind of rub under the armpit with them rather than tap. The top of the head, if this is the top of the head, I may do this. And sometimes that's all they need. Just right here, like right at the top of their head. So you guys let me know if especially if you had any of your animals around, if you saw them move, if you saw them, you'll see a shift. Sometimes it's a big exhale. Sometimes it's something different. But let me know if your animals did any shifting, because it usually happens, and it's usually a signal that something just kind of changed in them, which is kind of cool. So about to make my shift into, doing some readings. But tapping, you guys, can be great for unwanted behavior, dis-ease, for health issues, physical stuff. You're welcome, Suzanne. Missing animals. When you bring a new animal into the house, you can tap for them, just emotional changes. The cat lifted her head up to look around. I love it. I love it. So let me see if I can type this. Okay, there it is. Whoops. There it is. Okay, so he's sleeping now. Did he go to sleep? So the link I just posted there, that is a video I did for missing pets. So if you have an animal gone missing, that's a great one to go tap to. I'll make more tapping videos as we go along, but I love doing them live here. So thank you guys for tapping along with me. I'm going to move into the animal readings now. So Mary Beth, let me know if you're still out there. I'm sure you are. And Mary Beth, we are bringing on Hercules. Hercules. So let me make sure I got, yep, that is Hercules. So Mary Beth, just let me know you're out there. I'm going back to where you posted the picture to see what else you said, because that part I don't remember. And let me know if there's anything else, because we talked about somebody tonight. Yep, she's still there. So you said this is Hercules, born 6/15, 2018. So that's Gemini. And the runt of 5. He has a lot of issues and a lot of time. I don't know what he wants, like what to feed him. He's very fussy. Okay, so first of all, Mary Beth, the first thing I get from Hercules is he's really fine by himself. This would be a cat that I would say, if you don't see him for a day, don't worry. Like if they're living in the house, if they're outside, that's a different story. But let me know, because I feel like he's all indoor cat. Let me know if he's just an indoor cat. And when I ask questions, you guys make sure you say, if you just say yes, I have no idea what you're saying yes to. You have to say, yes, he's an indoor only cat, or yes, he's indoor outdoor. You have to almost repeat the question, because the lag time, by the time it gets to me, I've said so much. But I feel like he really is chill. He's really cool by himself. I feel like there's one other cat or animal that he might connect with or be with. It almost feels like it's like a little brother. So I don't know. You said the run of 5, but I don't know if they're all in your house or not. But I do feel like there's one other cat or dog, because it feels like someone his same size, so it almost be like a puppy or something. But it feels like someone very energetic. Or you have a child that's very energetic. That's only like a 4 to 8 year old child. But there's a big connection there, and it could be like it could be if you have like a child in the house, or a teen, pretty much indoors. He likes to go outside sometimes. Okay. But yeah, he feels really cool by himself. So don't feel like he's being antisocial or there's anything wrong with him. He's with his sister. Oh, okay. So yeah, is the sister really rambunctious? Because I feel like she's rambunctious, almost like younger than him. But you said they're all the same age, obviously. The fussy part. I think he's kind of telling me like he's very kind of a high vibrational being. So whatever he needs to eat, I feel like it should be the purest, minimalistic stuff. I'm seeing, whenever I say this, I always have to say, check with your vet, do your own research online. But I'm almost seeing eating like just like boiling chicken and giving him just chicken, nothing on it, no additives, no nothing else, just simple stuff like that. But yeah, so I feel like it's very, very. She is very rambunctious. Okay, good. But I feel like it's a very minimalistic, pure kind of a diet. Doesn't have to be a fancy, expensive one, but just pure. Yeah. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. And he eats chicken. So that's one of the things he likes, like just the plain chicken. Because I'm not feeling like much like from a can or dry food. Raw eggs too. Oh my gosh. Cool. So yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like it needs to be very, very, close to the earth kind of a thing. He's saying I'm skinny and I always will be. So I don't know if this is because of his diet or metabolism or something, but he just feels like a very, very lean cat. In the picture, he looks pretty lean. But yeah, so I think his fussiness is simply because this is kind of what he chooses. It's like again, I feel like he's very high vibrational. Like he can very easily move between the veil. So Mary Beth, let me know if there's anything else specific about him. It's funny because he's kind of distant, like when he's talking to me, because he's like, tell her I appreciate her, her watching after me, taking care of me. But it's not like, oh, I love her, I care about her. It's more like business. It's more businesslike. So there's this kind of this separateness. It's just not. I don't feel like he's warm and fuzzy like hugs and kisses. His nose didn't develop right, so he makes noises when he breathes. He weighs about 4 pounds. He is a little guy. Oh my goodness. Hey Rose, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. So he is a little guy. Yeah, he's probably not ever going to get much bigger. But yeah, there's this a whole kind of aloof kind of feeling, and it feels like he's very much okay. Um, I think this is spirit. He will definitely, thank you, Rose. He will definitely respond to some tapping. So definitely do some of that tapping. I think you'll be very surprised. I also feel like the tapping for him does not need to last long, 20, 30 seconds at the most. But yeah, so try some of the tapping, like physically on him, right above that white spot, right on the top of the nose, maybe pop underneath the chin like this. And just, when you're tapping, just say, love you so much, such a good boy, so beautiful, so healthy, so wonderful, always positive things. Avoid saying things like, don't poop in the house. What you want to say is, I love that you use the litter box. I love that you, follow our rules, things like that. Just speak from the positive. Oh, Rose, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, Mary Beth, let me know if there's anything else. Otherwise, I'm bringing your reading to an end. Everybody watching, send Hercules and Mary Beth and all the other babies in her house. Sounds like she's got a little sister there. Send them some beautiful high vibrational energy. You can just do your own tapping. Send in Hercules, some beautiful, wonderful, powerful energy. Hopefully, and I love just, if you're going to do a single one, just tap on the top of the head. Sending Hercules some beautiful, wonderful, powerful, loving, kind energy for full harmony, alignment, healing, and health. So, all right. Thank you, Mary Beth, for you too. All right, so Desiree, let me know you're out there. Desiree, bring it on. Delilah. Oh, Desiree, let me know you're there because I got a lot to say about Delilah. In a good way. So let me pull up what else you wrote about Delilah. Delilah, Mama Cat, found her last November. She's still alive, about 2 years old. So, yay, thank you, Lisa. Oh, I'm still here, Rose. Okay, Desiree. So, Delilah, oh my gosh. This one is so smart. She is so intelligent. She is, and it's so funny because I want to say a wise ass, but she's not. She's just wise. Why am I being drawn? She is like talking Game of Thrones stuff. So either you're a Game of Thrones fan or because she's sitting there regal, like, because it's like this, not the Khaleesi kind of a feel, but more like a Sansa kind of, like this regal queen kind of a feeling. So welcome back, Rose. But yeah, she's just so beautiful. She's telling me that she is in charge of the house, and I don't know if this means other animals and other cats or things, but she's like, I'm in charge. I'm the leader here. I do it with love and kindness. She's not a bully. She doesn't, if she ever has to swat at somebody to get him in line, it's very loving, very kind. Is she only about 6 or 8 pounds? Because she feels this very compact, powerful, meek energy. But it would be funny because the picture, she kind of looks like a 12 to 15 pound, but I feel like she's even smaller than that. So definitely let me know, Desiree, some of the things that I'm saying, what makes sense, what doesn't, so I can follow that kind of trail of energy. And let me know if there's anything else. She just told me she found you. So, so I don't think you really had a choice. I think it was on a mission to find you. She is about 9 pounds. Okay. So in my mind, she's a lighter cat because Bartolomeo, who's right here beside me, he's 18 pounds, but he's just huge. But Sebastian is about 8 pounds, but he looks like he's 20 because he's a big flame point Himalayan. So yeah, just let me know if there's anything else you want me to tap into about her. Found her abandoned. And Desiree, like I just said, she found you. She found you. She's very clear about that. You say you found her, but I think she really found you. She's laughing about this. She is gorgeous. She is yes, she is, Suzanne. You can see that wisdom in her, can't you? And her code, her markings, everything is so beautiful. She's very high vibrational as well. I can feel her slipping through the veil very easily in a good way. I wouldn't be surprised if one moment you notice that she's upstairs and the next moment you go like, how did you get down here in the kitchen? Like she teleports. She's very shy and very skittish. Let me tap into that energy, shy and skittish. She really is like, I don't know what she's talking about. um, it's so funny. She's not going to own up to being shy and skittish. So for me, if she's not like, quote, going to own up to it, I feel like that's really just her personality. I don't think she's trying to be that or scared or anything like that. I think I think that's just her deep personality. I'm not denying that, but she just won't let me acknowledge that she is shy and skittish. I think she's telling me she's very sensitive to like banging noises and movements. But again, I think that's because she's such a high vibrational little kitty. Where for me, that when I say she's very high vibrational, it's like she's very connected to source energy. She's very connected to energies around her. And can really tell. You found her along with another male cat and wasn't able to rescue him. I wonder if that was her husband. She she's not saying she's connected to the other cat very much. So if anything, they were buddies. They helped, she helped keep him alive, kind of a thing. Because she feels more she feels more in charge than anybody else. It's funny, she said, I like not having the responsibility of other people, even though I'm kind of like the queen of the roost. So Suzanne, you said, was she hurt or is there trauma? I'm not tapping into that, and a lot of times they won't bring that trauma or energy into a relationship. It's we as humans that if we know about it, a lot of times we keep addressing it, keep reliving it, keep bringing it up, keep enforcing it, But I don't feel that from her. Yeah. She seems like she was in. She feels like she's like I had a good time. It was fun. I was free. She really likes being indoors though, so I don't know if you let her indoor, outdoor or not, but she really likes being indoors. She's she's like I wasn't happy with the vet visit, so I don't know if you either had her fixed. Or the chip or something like that. But she's funny because she's like, I wasn't happy with that visit, but she understands why that had to be done. So it's not a weird thing. Does she say why she is closer to my boyfriend rather than you? Um, Two reasons why I'm laughing. Usually, the person who brings the animal home, it's the other person in the house they're attached to. Like Fabian wanted to bring Bartolomeo to the house, and Bart's more attached to me. I brought Sebastian home. Sebastian is more attached to Fabian. It usually works that way, but I hope your boyfriend's not listening. But because she said, "Oh, he needs me a whole lot more than she does," so I don't know if he's a little bit like a rambunctious kind of person or a little scattered, but it's like she grounds him. So yeah, so it's so funny I said boyfriend, but I think you used the word boyfriend earlier. No, you said husband. Well, that's so funny why I'm saying boyfriend because you said husband. That's funny that I used the word boyfriend because I think that's what she called him, like your boyfriend. So tell me if you are truly married, because or if you are married, that's cool. But if y'all are probably still very newlywed or like boyfriend girlfriend. Um, let's see. Marie said she looks regal. Feeling her, she knows she's a beautiful and charged lady. Yes, she is. You go, girl. Right? Does she say why she's close to? Oh, you did say boyfriend there. Okay, you said husband up there, but they said boyfriend down here. Okay. So Desiree, do you have a boyfriend and a husband? Do we need to have a discussion here? Don't get caught. I love it. Oh no! Now I see. See, from the beginning of this thing, remember I told y'all the words get in my head. You were asking me if that's her husband. So your boyfriend. Oh my gosh. This is where, okay. I'm glad y'all asking me to do math problems. Yes, we are boyfriend, girlfriend. Got it. Because you said husband about the other cat, but boyfriend about your boyfriend. Yeah, so your boyfriend needs her more than you need her. She grounds your boyfriend. She helps him, especially right now. I feel like she'll be a little more connected to you. She feels more equal to you, where she feels like she's in charge of the boyfriend a little bit more is what it feels like. So Desiree, let me know if there's anything else, because I'm going to start closing down this reading and go to Lisa, the last one, while we have just 10 more minutes. But everybody, let's just tap Desiree and Delilah. I know it's two D's. Desiree and Delilah, just loving your beautiful regal energy. Loving that you found Desiree, that you made your way there. Sending you some beautiful, wonderful energy. Sending you some beautiful, calming, peaceful energy. Helping you to be more peaceful, more calm, more connected to the humans in and around the house. And so it is. And so it is. Good. She does ground him. That's good. Especially if she forces him to pet her. Like if she walks up and is like, meow, meow, pet me, meow, pet me. Yeah, so thank you for sharing her with us. Yay. All right, so Lisa, you are here. Let me bring up Liberty. Oh, love, love Liberty. So you said this is Liberty Bell, Belle. I love that, a.k.a. Libby, who has crossed over the Rainbow Bridge 2 years ago, sending you some beautiful high vibration. I know that feeling. Fabian and I have said goodbye to 3 beautiful animals, 2 Pomeranians and an American Shorthair cat. As painful as it is, I would bring them into my life again tomorrow, knowing what I had to do to assist them, because we had to assist all of them to head across the bridge. But as painful as it is, I do it again tomorrow for how much love that they brought. So she was with us 12 years. Female, Jack Russell. Wow, it looks like a little more wiry hair. That was truly a joy. How does she, the track we are on back? So how does she, the track we are on back here on this side? So elaborate that question. I'm assuming you're wanting to know how she feels about the track that your life has taken, or how you guys are doing. So type that question in just to clarify a little bit more. But let me connect with Libby. I have to call her Liberty Bell. Let me connect with Liberty Bell's energy. Wow, I'm just started vibrating a whole lot more. She is very, thank you so much. Thank you for the freedom. I don't know how you gave her freedom, if it was like a big backyard or you were able to let her run a lot, but she had a lot of freedom. Maybe it was freedom in the house. Maybe the house was really big. I keep seeing stairs, like upstairs, downstairs. So I felt like she had a lot of freedom. Thank you for that. She's saying thank you for, and she's not saying the service of the memorial, but she's very appreciative of what you did for her after she passed. Makes me feel like that you might have cremated her and are either like collar or remains or something are placed in a predominant area or spot. But I feel like you've done something for her after her passing. It feels very appropriate. So how she feel that we are doing now, and did we do all right by her? Freedom, yes. Big house and yard. Good. She absolutely, the freedom thing is a big deal. She's saying something about don't worry about the food. So I don't know if there was question about the food or what she ate towards the end of her life, but she's like, it was okay, it was fine. So I don't know if there was a question about the food, which also makes me feel like ingesting, if there was anything going on with what she ate or how she ate. But yeah, it's like, don't worry about the food. So I'm trying to find out. She's talking about another animal or another dog or pet coming into your house. And either it hasn't happened or you didn't want to do it too soon, but she's literally going, whenever you're ready, so it's like, I don't know if y'all struggled over either bringing another animal in, because that whole, you don't replace them, We have done things for her passing to remember her. Good. I had questions about the food or allergies. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry. The food, she's like, don't worry about the food. So there's nothing about the food. She became very sick very fast. She's saying that was, I'm going to be honest, she's saying that was part of my plan. She said I wasn't going to drag this out long. Um, did she become, what she's showing me is like she made it so quick and fast that there were not like exorbitant vet bills or something. So let me know if that makes sense, because it's almost like she went quick and fast, so there weren't enormous vet bills or anything like that. So George is the new dog who she knew as your mom's dog. Okay, so good. So there's another one that came in, but she was almost like, don't go ahead and get another dog. It wasn't going to bother her. She felt like the more the merrier. So she felt very social is what it makes me feel like. Her energy is still in the house. I wouldn't be surprised if you either hear like tick, 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 like the nails on the floor, or, okay, it was like 10 days. Yeah. Yeah. She was like, no vet bills. Yeah. She was like, I'm being blunt with you. She was like, I'm going to get this done quick. I'm not going to drag this out. And I think that was part of her personality. Very decisive, like either she liked the food or she didn't, and actually she probably liked all food. I don't feel like she was picky, period. I feel like she was just very happy-go-lucky. Did she have trouble deciding between like you and either a significant other? Because I see her like who do I go to? Who do I go to? Like the love for me, that what that shows me is like the love was equally distributed, is what it makes me feel like, between you and somebody else. So it makes me feel like significant other. Definitely feel her all the time. Her joy and easiness, yeah, she was very, very beautiful. So, Lisa, let me know if there's anything else specific as I keep on reading. She liked all food, very happy, yeah, very much so. I'm not. I don't ask this intentionally, but it does come up. If you see her, feel her energy again, like truly her energy in another being, I think it's going to be way down the road, like 20, 30 years from now. I don't think it's anytime soon, and I don't always get that message. But sometimes when I do, I try to say it. She loved both you and your husband equally. Okay, both husband. Good, good. Yeah, it was like this really, really equal love. Like she couldn't decide between the two of you. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, and this is what I call like overlay. A lot of times we'll see another dog, especially similar breed, because I think their breeds travel energetically together sometimes. But I wouldn't be surprised if like when George came in the house, every once in a while you might feel like her energy overlaying her. That's something that happens real good. Was her passing traumatic, or was it because was it tragic, or was it okay? So let me just tap into that aspect. She's showing me she stepped out of her body, because she's showing me standing up, but her body is laying down. So I don't know if she was like couldn't stand or whatever, but she's showing me outside of her body. They don't, and animals, and all the work I've done, almost every teacher that I've studied under, read about, they all say the same thing. The animals don't have the same emotional attachment to life and things and stuff like we do. So when they're laying there sick and ill and hurting, first of all, the pain's not as intense because the emotions are not behind it. And they're not going, is it because I'm a bad person? Did I do something to deserve that? They're not in that mindset. They're just accepting what is. So when you ask, was it traumatic or was it okay? And she's saying peaceful. So she's telling me it was very peaceful. She's telling me she was able to separate herself from her body pretty quick. So I almost feel like if she was really like almost like comatose, out of it, not able to stand up, I don't even think her spirit was in the body at that point. I think it was just her physical body working its way out. So for me, that would be very peaceful, very calm, not tragic, not anything like that. She's talking about one vet, and it was probably the vet tech, because she showed me almost like a female who was very kind to her, who was very caring. There was someone who really showed her extra beautiful, gentle compassion. So Lisa, let me know about that, and I'm gonna bring the reading to a close because it is 8 o'clock. But let me know if there was like a specific person, someone who was very gentle, very compassionate. It may not have been a vet tech. It may have been somebody with you, or somebody who had to take her. Like if you guys were out of town and you had someone else had to take her, but there was someone by her side towards the end, more days than not. Whereas this beautiful, kind, compassion energy I felt. So yeah. So real quick, as Lisa's typing, if there's any last minute comments, for Liberty Bell and her love and her joy and her memory, connecting with it, completely loving and accepting her love, her joy, her energy, her memory. For Lisa and her husband, her George, for the family. Sending beautiful love and high vibration to the home, to her memory, to when she will join Lisa and them again. And so it is. And so it is. Okay, yeah, you were both with her. But I feel like there was somebody else. And obviously, I'm assuming there was a vet or somebody. Or did you do laps of love, like somebody come to your house? Because I feel like there was like one other person. They feel female. Yeah, she's really showing me very gentle. And I don't know if you would remember this or feel this, but it's almost like I can see her. You're there holding her body or with her body, but I can feel her spirit like either behind you or beside you or something, like it's off, like she's looking back at it. So let me know if that makes any sense. So as Lisa's typing, I'm going to pull the picture down of Liberty Bell. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. Feel free to post, share this anywhere you want. Every Sunday night, I'm doing this. On this page, you click on events, you'll see the event, read the description, and if you want to post a picture there, if you have a second animal you want me to read, maybe wait a month or two, or at least like 6 to 8 sessions. But if you only see I usually get through 3 good ones, sometimes 4. But if you only see 1 or 2, go ahead and post a picture. But you could also write, I've had one reading before, save me for last. But yeah, I'm doing this every Sunday night. You can also purchase a one-on-one session with me. When you pay, you put a picture in the pay, and I get the picture. I show up, and we spend 30 minutes together working with you and your animal, and it's a wonderful, fun time. Chris, thank you. If you want just a psychic reading with me, you can also do that. You can do a mindfulness session. We can do more of the tapping. I often take people through a mindfulness meditation first, and then potentially some tapping either during that session or a second one. This week, the heart spread is the discounted spread. You can see that all over my page. Look for the hearts, my emoji bit with a heart. And I think it's only like $20 as a discounted spread. So Lisa said, did vet for Libby and then lap of love for 6 months later because felt that the vet was not so loving. Thanked Libby for teaching me this lesson of life. So you did the vet for Libby, but then laps of love for her 6 months later. Okay. Oh, no. For Cat 6 months later. Got it. I see. That's probably what she's talking about. Like the connection of going with the laps of love. Yeah. And vets are tough. And you guys, if you do not know this, when you go have to assist an animal across the bridge, as hard as it is, do your research, because a lot of times if you're going to be there with them, it's very important for them to give them a sedative before they give them the final shot, because the final shot can often be jolting for the system. But if you give them the sedative, it's very peaceful and calm for their little body, and it's not so traumatic for you to observe. I've not had to go through that, but I know people who have, and to watch your baby at the last minute do a little bit of convulsing, it's not pleasant. So do your own research, connect with your vet if you ever do have to do that. So it's very, very important. Lisa, you are welcome. You are welcome. Everybody, thank you. Have an amazing day, night, weekend. Go out, connect with your animals, see your totems. And until next time, namaste. Bye-bye.